Okay, so I'm gonna talk about something that I absolutely hate. And it's always been something that's kind of been on my mind, specifically every time that I'm watching something like a TV show, an anime, a movie. Well, not a movie wouldn't count in this case, but something that I really like. But there's just one thing that's bothering me, and it's the fact that I have to watch it weekly. I'm talking about weekly episodes coming out, either regular TV shows or animes or, anything that's like in a TV or multiple episode format. And that's having to watch it weekly. I hate it so much. Now, I can get into the pros and the cons as to why they do this or why things are formatted like this. But first, I want to get off my chest as to why I hate this so much. So here's the main reason why. It's just better to binge. Binging stuff is a lot better. You just get a better experience when you're watching it, and then you don't have to wait every single week. You just get the episodes right then and there, kind of like the original Netflix format or any streaming service these days. Most of them have the format of just everything coming out at once. And when it's a show that I really like, I love that so much, because then you can just binge it. You don't have to worry about getting cliffhanged. You don't have to worry about just wondering for a whole week about what's gonna happen next in the new episode. Or sometimes it'll even make you lose interest. Like, you like something, but you don't really like it enough to just keep on coming back every single week to watch it. But you would have liked it enough if you could have binged it through all the way throughout the entire series, and you most likely would have probably thought it was decent enough. But weekly, you just kind of lose interest. Now, obviously, the TV shows or animes that are really good, you're gonna wait weekly for them and watch them every single week. But still, it would have been better to binge. Now I'm gonna get into the reason as to why this happens. And it's pretty obvious. It's because they have to build hype for it. Now, in most TV shows, the whole entire season will be done by the time that the first episode comes out. Now, anime is a different story, because if I'm correct, in anime, sometimes they're still working on them as they're coming out weekly. So that might kind of be a different story. But for regular TV shows, yeah, pretty much like 90% of the time, they're already done by the time that the episodes are coming out weekly for that season. But they have to build anticipation for it. If they release all of them at once, then, everyone's going to watch it, or the people that are going to watch are going to watch, and then they're going to lose interest in it. It doesn't give people time to really think about it, to really digest it. And, they want to keep that anticipation. So as much as you, the viewer, might hate watching it weekly, like you want that next episode now, for the people that are making it, they worked really hard on it. They took a really long time making the show, so they kind of want to, settle it in a bit more. They want to like take their time, most usually weekly, just putting them out so that people have more time to digest it, so people can talk about it more during a prolonged time. I thought about this when I was watching Severance. So Severance, season 2 came out recently, and I hated, and I mean hated, waiting weekly to watch it, because it is a show that I really did like a lot, but I just hate it so much waiting weekly to see the next episode. Because season 1 of Severance, I watched it after the entire thing came out, and I really loved binging it. By the time season 2 came out and I had to wait weekly for the episodes, don't get me wrong, I did really like the episodes, but waiting weekly for them sucked so bad. And here's the main thing, another one of the main things I hate about waiting for something weekly. So here's the best way I can explain this. Some episodes are important to the whole story, but as a singular episode themselves, waiting a week for that episode, and then there's not really much going on in the episode. I mean, there is things that are important to the plot going on. It's usually transitional episodes, important to the whole plot, but as a singular episode itself that you waited a week for, they suck so bad. Because it's like you waited an entire week for this one episode, and basically nothing happens in this episode. Game of Thrones, House of Dragons had a lot of episodes like these where basically nothing at all happened in the episode that was really like worthwhile waiting every single day for a whole week for it to come out. But you can tell, you know, for the plot itself, it was necessary. It was a transitional episode to the following episode that's going to come after that. That's probably going to have something like some action in it, or, you know, some sort of important scenes that like really happen in that following episode. So that episode that came out in that week was a more transitional episode, but it just sucks waiting a whole week for that episode. So this is where binging is like really cool, because you're not really gonna care. You're gonna enjoy that episode, but right after it you get to go right into the next episode. So that transitional episode, you're not really too like upset about it. So it's kind of crazy how premiering episodes weekly, this situation is entirely based on that. Because I don't have beef at all with these episodes. It's just that you have to wait. So yeah, like I said, there are pros, there are cons to watching TV shows weekly. But you know what? I don't care. I just prefer to binge. Like, that's just it. Unless I just don't care about it at all, like I really just don't care about this show, then maybe, yeah, I'll wait weekly for it, whatever. But if I'm really, really invested in a TV show, there's just no way in hell I'm gonna enjoy just waiting weekly for it. Like, don't get me wrong, it'll be a good watch at the end of everything, but it's just not the same feeling. It's just not the same feeling at all. I'm sorry to say, but it is what it is. It's just, it has to be that way. I'm sure if I spent millions of dollars, you know, in being an actor and all of that stuff and voice acting, I'm sure you would probably want everything to just settle in a bit more, as opposed to everyone might talk about it for a week, or it might just make it lack discovery. So, like I said, it is what it is. I just had to get it off my chest. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks.